Welcome back to Organized Chaos Season 2, Permission Granted. It's Monday, and you know what that means. It's Manifesting Monday time. Here on these episodes, I share stories about something I have manifested at some point in my life to inspire you to look for the hidden gems in your life. So here we go. If you are new here, welcome. I'm Shabana Knight. I'm a mom of 3 teenagers. I love to manifest things because life is a lot funner that way. So, what is manifesting, and what is one thing that speeds it up? I would say one way to explain manifesting is desiring something, a hope, a wish, or a prayer, and then getting out of the way and allowing it to show up in your life, and or following easy, aligned action steps to help it come to pass. It's nothing that feels rushed or forced or takes a lot of striving or hustling. It flows, it feels good, everything lines up perfectly, like zipping up a winter coat. It's snug, it's perfect, and oh so cute and stylish. One thing that speeds up manifestation is gratitude. Every day, even if practiced once a day, but more is always better. Thank you, God, or universe, or source, or what I call GUS. God, universe, and source. They aren't confused. They know what energy and properties I'm referring to, and that's all that matters. So whatever you believe in, here is an example. Thank you, Gus. Thank you for today. Thank you for provision and protection. Thank you for keeping us safe and providing for all of our needs, big and small. Help us to do the things you've called us to do, to be a light in the darkness. Thank you for the air we breathe, for the beds we get to sleep in, for hot running water, for the showers, for the roof over our head. Thank you for our family and so much more. It takes so little time to sit in gratitude each day. The best time to walk out in gratitude is first thing in the morning, before my feet even hit the ground, to offer praise of gratitude for the spirits that are listening. And then again at lunch and dinner and bedtime, to take that minute 4 times a day to sit in gratitude and watch your desires and the things you want to start manifest. There's a verse that says, "Delight yourself in the Lord, and He will give you the desires of your heart." When we moved into this house about 11 years ago, we moved from a 2-bedroom duplex where the boys shared a room and Jasmine was sleeping in a pack and play in the living room, into a 4-bedroom house which was twice the size of the duplex. So the duplex was about 1,000 square feet and the house was 2,000 square feet. So we went from a 2-bedroom duplex to a 4-bedroom house, and then it had an office. So it was more like 5 bedrooms, but technically the office is not a bedroom because it does not have a closet. If you know, you know. And that is a whole episode in itself on how we manifested this house, which is amazing. And I definitely need to do like an episode on that. And I remember that, I remember thinking oh my gosh, the duplex was small. This house is twice the size. I'm going to need things to fill up our new house and stuff. And one thing that I really wanted was a new blender, but I didn't want any blender. I specifically wanted the fancy blender that they would demonstrate at Costco, the Vitamix blender, but the fancy version of it. So you have your standard model, and then you have the fancy version that would make soups and ice cream and all the things. And I don't even think I really told people that I wanted a Vitamix. It was just something in the back of my mind and stuff like that. So we move into this house, and guess what? Somebody very special to me gifted us the fancy Vitamix blender as a housewarming gift. And I don't know if I had even mentioned it, but I wanted it in the color red, and it showed up and it was red. And I was like, oh my gosh, I got the blender I wanted. And to this day, we use it a few times a week at least, but the main thing we use it is for smoothies, which is fine, but we've made soups with it, we've made frozen yogurt with it, and lots of things, but it's amazing, and I'm so thankful for this fancy blender. But I will say, all my life I have been so intentional about my prayers, my wishes, and my desires. I guess my cheat code, if I have any, is I start with gratitude. I say thank you many times a day, and then every now and then I throw out a random request. It would be nice to have a new blender, but not just any blender, this specific blender and in the color red. And even simple requests like no traffic or a really good parking spot or the kids getting good grades or more clients, just whatever pops in my brain, I will ask, and then I detach from my request and I go about my day. And then if it shows up, I'm usually like, oh my gosh, here you are, awesome. And I'm like even more thankful that it like showed up. And then if it doesn't show up, I'm like not worried about it. I don't stress about it. And then the cycle just keeps returning. So, manifestation is a constant and fun game to play, like hidden diamonds that pop up literally everywhere, every day in so many ways. It's not just stuff, it's conversations, it's joy, it's peace, it's the fun song that pops up on the radio or on my Spotify playlist. Well, not on playlist, just on Spotify. It's creative ideas, it's a great night's sleep. It's the random date nights. It's a good talk with one of the teenagers in the car. It's a nice word from a kid at school when I volunteer. Manifestation is a beautiful life and living love outside of my heart and enjoying it to the fullest. It's so fun being in the energy and vibration. Okay, now here are some takeaways. Number 1, gratitude shifts your energy quickly. The fastest way to open yourself up to more joy, peace, and abundance is to start noticing what is already good in your life. Number 2, manifesting doesn't have to feel forced. Alignment feels natural, calm, and flowing, not rushed, desperate, or exhausting. Number 3, small desires matter too. Manifestation isn't only about huge life goals. It can be simple things like good parking spots, meaningful conversations, or even a red Vitamix blender. Number 4, detach from the outcome. Ask for what you want, release control, and trust that what's meant for you will arrive in the right timing. Number 5, a beautiful life is built in tiny moments. Manifestation shows up through connection, creativity, laughter, peace, opportunities, and everyday hidden diamonds. Now, here are 4 journal prompts. Number 1, what are 10 things in my life right now that I can genuinely feel grateful for? Number 2, what desires or dreams have I been afraid to ask for out loud? Number 3, where in my life am I forcing instead of flowing? Number 4, what hidden diamonds or manifestations have already appeared in my life recently? And finally, here are 3 powerful mantras. What is meant for me is already finding its way to me. I move in gratitude, alignment, and trust. Number 2, I release force, fear, and striving. I allow peace, joy, abundance, and opportunities to flow naturally into my life. Number 3, every day is filled with hidden diamonds, divine timing, and beautiful manifestations waiting for me to notice them. Thank you for being here each week. You being here means the world to me. If you'd like to support the show for free, just give it a follow, give it 5 stars, and a good review. Or you can support the show with the link below by donating money, or in the show notes, there's a link to book energy readings. And I have to tell you, I did an energy reading this past week and it was amazing. I truly love doing them and getting the downloads and sharing them with my clients. In the last one I did, I started crying because it was like so beautiful how impactful her life is and at the world at large, and she needed to be reminded of that, and it just brought so many tears to my eyes. And then at the end, when I was pulling the cards for her, the 2 goddess cards that I pulled were the ones that she is super connected with, so it makes total sense that I would pull those cards for her, and the messages and what they represent were like the things that I had said in the reading, so it just wrapped up the reading so beautiful and stuff. So I honestly, I don't even understand like how energy reading works. I just know that I open up my vessel and I just tap into your energy. I receive these downloads and these pictures and words and stuff, and I just talk it out and communicate to you like what I'm seeing. And 99% of the time, they're accurate, they land, they're beautiful, they're affirming, they're meant to guide and support you on your life's journey and where life is taking you. So if any of that sounds interesting or intriguing, reach out, ask me questions, or just go ahead and book an energy reading. Let's connect. And I would love to see you on Zoom sometime with that. And if not, I will catch you next time on Organized Chaos Season 2, Permission Granted. I love that you're here. And yeah, have a great week. Love you. Bye.